Bringing you your best Delmarva life, your Delmarva. When people are looking for ways to try to make a little extra money, supplement the income some, well, sometimes you just turn to a second job.
That's right, and a couple in Caroline County did just that in a rather unlikely way, raising alpacas, and they've made a business out of it. Delmarva Life's Brian Spiros joins us. He's at Outstanding Dreams Farms with the alpacas in Preston. It looks like you're making friends.
I am. You know, Jimmy and Lisa, many people may not realize that alpacas are actually very easygoing, docile, and calm, much like myself. And it's also interesting to note that their coat, which is called fiber, is more valuable than you may think. Take a look.
When you arrive at Outstanding Dreams Farm in Preston, it's kind of hard to miss the 28 alpacas, both big and small.
We love sharing the animals.
They belong to Phil and Vicki Lisk, who began raising alpacas nearly 5 years ago. They started with only 3, and as you can see, it has certainly grown since then.
It amazes me. I mean, we are just so fortunate to have things turn out the way that it has.
When he first started talking about getting alpacas, that wasn't exactly what I had in mind to grow old with alpacas. But now that I'm there and with them, and I love them, I really do.
Come on, girls, come on.
Phil and Vicki focused their attention on alpacas as a way to supplement their income. And while having alpacas comes with a fair share of hard work, Phil says it was a no-brainer because of the return on investment.
The animals themselves are fairly costly to buy initially, but the upkeep, the maintenance costs, the cost of feeding them is very, very low. And the animals sell for very good money. Come on.
In fact, it costs less than $1 a day to feed them. And if you're wondering what one exactly does with an alpaca, well, you're not alone.
I think the first question we seem to get out of the alpaca is, well, what do you do with them?
The answer to that is right inside this room. This is where you can purchase everything and anything made from alpaca fiber. From socks.
Socks are our best sellers, and it's very easy to understand. If you ever own 1 pair, you'll want 2 pair.
To scarves, to sweaters, even jackets. And did you know it has been said that alpaca fiber is actually better in quality than cashmere? Much of what's in this store is made from the various alpacas on the property. Each spring, the animals are sheared by a man from New Zealand. This is what it looks like before the fiber is then turned into yarn. And while some of the larger items do come from wholesalers in Peru, the rest either Vicki or her beauty shop customers make stitch by stitch. The store and the farm itself have attracted people from all over Delmarva as well as the world.
It has just gone over wonderful. It really has. And it's word of mouth.
After having had them for almost 5 years, it's really turned out to be even more profitable than I had hoped it would be.
Come on, Yoshi. Come on, Yoshi.
But make no mistake, these alpacas are much more than an income. They have become part of Phil and Vicki's life.
It's just amazing to see how excited people get about them, and that makes us excited.
And I'm here now with the owner of Outstanding Dreams Farm, Phil Lisk. Phil, thanks for being here, and
thanks for
of course
having me.
all these guys here as well. You know, you have 28 of them here on the farm, and you want much more than that, which I find interesting. Explain.
Well, I'd like to have a total of 40 to 50 eventually.
Why is that?
It's just a good number to have a good selection of inventory for people to choose from.
So this is going to obviously continue to grow. You know, you get a lot of tours coming out here. People, you said, from young children to senior citizens will come out, and they get a lot of enjoyment out of coming and seeing these alpacas.
It's one of my favorite parts of the business is the people that we get to meet. We meet some really wonderful people from all over the country, believe it or not, and actually we've had a couple people visit from out of the country.
So near and far.
Near and far, but it's really rewarding seeing how happy the animals make people. especially the little kids.
And you have two big events that you hold here on the farm. They've passed for this year, but they're going to be, well, last year, but they're going to be coming up the end of this year. Just explain to me what they are.
In September, the third weekend in September, this year it's September 15th and 16th is our big event. We have an alpaca open house and festival. We have vendors, mostly really nice handcrafted merchandise. We have demonstrators doing fiber arts, spinning, weaving, knitting, and we also have our farm store on, is open.
Right.
And we'll have a couple of the animals in smaller pens where people can get really close to them. We have children's activities. We have face painting, pin the tail on the alpaca, an alpaca beanbag toss. Lots of children's activities. It's really a family event. It's free to the public.
Right.
That's our big event. Last year we had close to 1,500 people out here.
And you had said it continues to grow each and every year.
Each and every year. It's more than doubled every year.
And then real quick, there's also the event in December.
The first weekend in December, the first Saturday in December, this year it's December 1st, we have a holiday open house. And that's focusing primarily on the farm store, where people can come and do their Christmas shopping. I will be outside taking people in to see the animals that would like to. But it gives people an opportunity to do some unique Christmas shopping. So Vicki will have some specials running in the store.
So they're just not hidden here, they're open, people can come and see them. And then real quick, if you had to sum it up in a sentence, what is your favorite part about having all these alpacas?
My favorite part is when the babies are born. Without a doubt, it's the most exciting part of the business. It's like opening a Christmas present. You don't know what color it's going to be, what sex it's going to be, and you're seeing new life being created right in front of your eyes.
So it's got to be pretty amazing.
It's amazing.
All right, Phil, thank you very much. Now, we're going to stay here. I'm out of food. I got to go get more food or these guys are going to come after me, possibly. No, not really. They're easygoing. But we're going to be back later on. We're going to actually take you guys inside the alpaca store. And, Valentine's Day is coming up. People are going to be looking for some unique gifts. So we're going to take you in there and show you around. You don't want to miss it. Jimmy and Lisa will send it back to you in the studio, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
How about that?
Alpaca socks.
Wow.
I wouldn't mind having those for Valentine's Day.
But still, honest to goodness, did nobody in the studio, nobody knows what the push me pull you is?
No.
Nobody knows that. See, I want to do a Facebook poll now. Do you know what the push me pull you is? Still ahead on Delmarva Life.
It's Jimmy versus me.
You're going down.
No. We're back in the kitchen for another 5-minute recipe challenge.
You're going down.
No,
You're going down.
not today.